Hello and welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for this Scenic City Collegiate League matchup between the Smokies and the Nooga Choos here for the night matchup here on day 19 of this SCCL 2025 summer season, as it'll be the Choos, the home team, stepping out to start us off. Smokies will come up to the plate to lead us off here in this nighttime matchup, second one of the year. We'll have a little evening action here for this Game 2 here on this Monday, the last Monday of this Scenic City Collegiate League year. Amanda Relich will make her way out to the mound to lead us off here for this Choo squad. She will get the start here once more for the team in gold and black. It'll be the Smokies coming up to hit the lead us off. So we'll go ahead and take a look real quickly at their lineup here. Shelby Allen, the left fielder, will start us off wearing number 4 today as the leadoff hitter once again. Tatum McCool will hit second. Today's first baseman wearing number 10. Shani Peters will hit third behind the plate wearing 13. Addison Lund at third will hit fourth wearing number 12. Maria Burke will wear 6 playing 6, hitting 5th. Laura Hubush at second base will wear number 10. Maria Horner will hit 7th wearing number 7. And in right field, Kai Ricks in the 8th spot will be in center field with the first pitch from Leach is out and away for ball 1. As I'm realizing right now, we don't have a home plate umpire just yet, but that's okay. We got an outfield umpire, so that's all right. Next pitch is outside once more from Leach, 2-0 to Allen. As again, Horner will hit 7th. Kai Ricks will hit 8th in center field today. Pearl Davis will be on the mound hitting in the 9th spot wearing 16, and then Josie Crossman will be the DP hitting 10th. As Leach faces off against Shelby Allen for the first time today. Next one comes down in the dirt once more. 3-0 now to Allen. Headed off to Austin Pia next year. One of the best hitters this season. One of the few that is still hitting above that 400 side. Next one's called a strike for 3-1. One from Leach on the outer half, called a strike, 3-2, and now bringing it back from 3-0 has been Leach as she faces off the Division I product across from the JUCO star from Mississippi. 3-2, down on the dirt, ball 4. Runner reaches here in the leadoff spot. Shelby Allen, the dangerous runner, now reaches base here in this top of the first inning. So Allen reaches immediately here. Next pitch high in the zone, called a strike. I believe it is called a strike, 0-1. Now Tatum McCool comes up to the plate. Next pitch stays high, 1-1. Excuse me, it will be 2-0, so that last pitch was called a ball. Apologies for that. It will be 2-0 now, the count to McCool. Next pitch on the outer half, called a ball, called a strike, I believe. I'm trying to see the home plate or the outfield I'm trying to see the strikes and balls calls. I apologize. Next pitch up in the zone. This one is a ball. 3-1. 3-1 now the count to McCool, the first baseman from Jacksonville U. Fouls this one off now, 3-2. Shelby Allen at first has yet to take off. She's had great speed this year. Will not try and swipe a bag, it looks like, just yet at least. McCool comes up to the plate for the first time today. Again, playing first base. Once more in the 2 spot. Facing off against Leach for the first time today. Here on the top of the first, no score. Next pitch, hits it hard. Left field side. That ball's foul. Still 3-2. So McCool comes up again first time today for her. The last matchup she played in, she picked up 2 walks and went down on strikes swinging. Now sees a 3-2 outside and will walk again. It'll be now second and first with still nobody out. So Leach sees the first 2 batters of this game and will walk both of them. And now a conversation here between catcher and pitcher as Cassidy Ross behind the plate today has a chat with Leach for the moment. And now it brings up Shani Peters. So Peters, the former University of Illinois product, headed off to Jacksonville State next year, the soon-to-be Gamecock. Now with Shelby Allen at second and Tatum McCool at first, Peters comes up for the first time today. First pitch from Leach down in the dirt for ball 1. Leach trying to see if she can find her groove early in this one already. Last time we saw her funny enough, was one of her best outings of the year. Now Peters hits this one hard. Third base side. Picked up by Demers to third one. Back to first is in time. Double play. Riley Demers able to put 2 outs. Now 2 outs here in this top of the first inning and a runner at second base. As Addison Lund comes up. First pitch swinging, second base side, gets through into right field, will be a base knock. Trying to turn and score will be Tatum McCall. The throw will not be in time. An RBI single for Lund. And now a 1-0 lead for the Smokies early. So Lund with an RBI single brings around the runner McColl's. The first pitch outside now to Burke for 1-0. Runner at first now 1-0 your score. McColl able to come around and score after the double play turned by Riley Demers. Now it's Burke up the middle. Base hit out to center field. Picked up by the new center fielder. And now second and first with 2 away as the Smokies continue to try and keep this inning alive with 2-out Lightning. Now it brings up Lauren Hubush, the newest addition for the Smoky squad tonight. Still in her Reign uniform, but playing at second base. Now here's Hubush, left field side. That ball gets down for a base knock. They'll hold the runners. Lund's going to blow through the stop sign. Throw will not be in time. Another RBI single. Still second and first with 2 away, and the Smokies continue to add on.
Single up the middle by Burke, and then another single, all ground balls.
So 2-0 now your score brings up Horner. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. So Hubush with an RBI single advances Burke now to second. She stands at first base. And now Horner comes up for the first time today and hits it to the left-hand side in foul ground. Demers is there, out number 3. A quick top of the first, but a lot of action early. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 2 walks, a double play, but then 3 straight singles has given the Smokies a 2-0 lead. When we come back here in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be the Choos coming up to bat. Here in just a moment here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment for the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0. Your score. The Smokies have taken an early lead as we'll go ahead and have Pearl Davis take them out now for the Smokies. We'll look at this Choos lineup here now as Cassidy Ross, the leadoff hitter today. The catcher laces this one left field side immediately. First pitch swinging for out number 1. As Davis now works on the mound here, it'll be Rouse who led us off now. First pitch swinging lines out to left field. So 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning as now it brings up Anna Frazier, today's left fielder. In her Reign uniform, she'll hit second. Christian Fowler will be at shortstop today, wearing number 2. Macy Strickland will hit fourth at second base. First pitch on the outer half called for a ball, 1-0. Ariana Clark will hit fifth in the DP spot. Riley Demers will hit sixth at third base today. The newest addition to this Choo-Choo squad as that one stays outside for 2-0 to Frazier. Like Callie Green, she'll be the center fielder today, hitting 7th. Mandy Ray Leach will hit 8th on the mound once more. Robbie Van in the 9th spot will be in right field as now Frazier hits this one back up the middle. Base hit for the likes of Frazier. Single back up the middle, puts a runner on with one away. Frankie Martins will be the flexed out hitter. She will play first base today but will not hit. As now it brings up Fowler, who has been extremely dangerous for this Choo-Choo squad. Comes up for the first time today. First pitch down low, called a strike, 0-1. Davis on the mound. Looking to see what she could do here is now Fowler lacing this one hard out to right field. Horner's got it out, number 2. Frazier gets back into first base safely. And now 2 away here in this bottom of the first inning. Brings up Macy Strickland. So Strickland, who entered in on the day for the Rain with a 4-game hitting streak, earlier was able to actually extend that hitting streak. So that one stays high and away for ball 1. Or excuse me, Strickland was not able to extend it. Who am I kidding? She went 0 for 4 with an RBI sac fly to her name, but now the 1-0. Down and away. 2-0 now the count. Strickland trying to see if she can keep this inning alive. Now down 2-0 to the Smokies after a handful of singles. A lot of early action, a lot of early swings. But now Strickland comes up for the first time today for this Choo-Choo squad and fouls off the next pitch for 2-1. Clark would hit next if given the opportunity. But for Strickland now coming in. 2-1 now, the count against her. 2 outs, runner at first and Frazier. Next pitch swinging, fouls it off to the right-hand side, out of play for 2-2. Apologize here, a little chaotic top of the first going into this bottom half of the first inning here on the nightcap here of day 2 of this, or it's not day 2, game 2 of day 19 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. If it was day 2 all over again, goodness gracious me, I think all of us would die, but that's okay. 2-2 to Strickland. Outside and away, 3-2. Frazier will be on the run here in just a moment. Clark trying to see if she can come out. Strickland trying to extend the inning. Pearl Davis trying to get out of it here with a clean frame. 2-0 your score. The Smokies lead over the Choo-Choos. The 3-2 is inside, called strike 3, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, no errors. One runner is left on base after Frazier is able to reach on the single. No errors made. We go to the top of the second. Here from Mandy Greenmund Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment as we go to the top half of the second. Top of the second inning here for Mandy Greenmund Field. First pitch from Amanda Ray Leach now stays out and away for ball 1, and she'll face off against Kai Ricks for the first time today, stepping in with this Smokies lineup. It's the center fielder hitting in the 8th spot. Now shows a bunt, lays it down third base side. Demers has got it, throws to first, not in time. Just beats it in an infield single for Ricks. Oh, she was flying down that line. I thought Demers might have had her by an inch. The infield umpire says not so fast. And Ricks, once again, another infield single as she'll bring up Pearl Davis for the first time today. First pitch from Leach stays high. The throw down to second is a good one, but not in time. Fowler had to cut it off. A stolen base on the first pitch now to Davis. Next pitch from Leach. Fouls it off. 0-2 now the count against Pearl Davis. Kai Ricks now at second on the stolen base. Josie Crossman would hit next if given the opportunity. So try and get the catcher some new balls here for the moment. 0-2. Stays high, 1-2. Davis from Chattanooga State today, starting pitcher for this Smokies squad. Last time we saw her, she had a bit of an uncharacteristic outing. Went 4 innings, gave up. Excuse me, the last time we saw her was yesterday's. Now she hits it back up the middle. Leach has got a piece of it, bounces off her foot. The first is in time for out number 1. Ricks is at least able to advance to third. Now a runner down the baseline. For it'll be a Laura Paget coming up to hit, actually. So Crossman was originally put in the lineup. It'll be Paget coming in to hit for her. So Paget's going to hit for Crossman here in this top of the second inning. As Davis grounds out to the mound and moves up Ricks to third. An RBI opportunity now for Paget, who's been dealing with a leg injury most of this season. Fouls off the first pitch for 0-1. So Paget, the primarily first baseman from the Missouri area, comes up to the plate once more. She has played in only a handful of games this year. She had started off the season fairly well, a solo home run earlier this year. She has played in now a grand total of 9 games. It'll be her 10th appearance now. She has only had 20 plate appearances, a .381 on base. Looking to see if she can drive in RBI number 3 on the year. She'll drive this one out to right center field. That ball's going to get down. It'll be an RBI single for Paget as she strolls into first. RBI single and a 3-0 lead for the Smokies. And she'll have a courtesy runner now and Amaria Horner. So Paget able to drive in the run. First time she's been able to do that and feels like forever. Now Shelby Allen bunts it to the home plate. It gets stuck right in front of the plate. And an infield single as Ross was trying to take off the bucket and just couldn't get it over her head. Second time Allen's reached today. First time was via the walk. Second time now is via the bunt. One out here with runners at second and first for the dangerous Tatum McColl. It's already reached on a walk her last time up. Comes up for the second time today. First pitch outside and away for a strike, 0-1. McCool came around to score in that first inning, was the first run of the ball game. A .353 average for her entering in, 16 RBIs. She's top 3. As the throw comes down the third, Horner will be in time, not in time. The throw is there. A last second delayed tag out. She will be called out on the steal. So now a runner at second with 2 away as the double steal came through. So good throw down by Ross, cuts down the runner. Next pitch skied out towards right center field. Back to the wall it goes. McColl puts it over the wall. A 2-run shot. And a 5-0 lead for the Smokies. McColl goes deep once more. Tatum McColl, a deep shot out to right center field. RBIs number 17 and 18 on the season for her. And now her 4th home run of the season. Her 7th extra baser. She now still holds on to 3rd place in RBI. She gives a little bit of space between her and Christian Fowler. As it now brings up Chaney Peters for the 2nd time today. Five to nothing. The Smokies already showing their muscle here. First pitch from Leach. Called over the heart of plate for a strike, 0-1. Peters last time grounded out the third base on a double play her last time up. Trying to look for something different here. Now drives this one. Third base side, it gets down. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Peters is looking too. She's going to make it in there standing as the throw comes in from Frazier. A double with 2 away. And the Lightning continues for the Smokies. Addison Lunn now comes up to the plate, already an RBI single for her. First pitch down to the dirt for 1-0. Lunn headed off to Eastern Carolina University next year, the rising sophomore from Charlotte U, transferring, still staying in the American Conference. That one stays high, 2-0. As today's third baseman has played a lot of catcher as well, comes up, one of the best OPSs this year for her. Next one inside, fouled off, 2-1. So for Lunda, 323 average in her now 13th game played, 13 RBIs, a .512 on-base percentage, one of the highest this year. She'll sky this one now out to right field. Robbie Van will get underneath it and make the grab for out number 3. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. 3-run score for the Smokies. 4 hits, no errors. A runner does get left on base. With that being said, we go to the bottom of the second. 5-0. The Smokies flexing their offensive muscles here early on. Choos will have to try and see if they can bounce back here in just a moment. Here from Andy Greenman Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. As the Choos come back up to hit, 5, 6, and 7 will hit up next. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the second inning, 5-0. Now your score. The Smokies have found their offensive stride early. Choos going to have to try and see if they can respond here, leading off with one of their best hitters this season, and Ariana Clark, who comes up to the plate for the first time today. The DP out of Arlington, Virginia. See the first pitch on the outer half. First strike, 0-1. Clark playing as the DP today, has played a lot of right field and has been the primary catcher for this Choo-Choo squad. Ross, though, is the one behind the plate. Clark drives this one, left center field, on the hillside, it's gone! Clark with another bomb, and the Choo-Choos get on the board. Whew, that might be one of the furthest ones we've seen this season. Clark puts it on the hillside, about 10 feet short of that community center porch. And I was about to say, she's been hitting the ball hard all year long. 4th home run of the season for her. Extra base hit number 8. And RBI number 12 gets the Choo-Choos on the scoreboard. 5-1 now here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Riley Demers. So Demers, who has turned a double play already today, comes up and sees the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. One comes inside for a ball to Demers. 1-1 now the count. As Demers, tonight's third baseman, steps in once more here in the 6th spot for this Choo-Choo squad. Has played both sides of the infield primarily. Fouls this one off for 1-2. It'll be the newest addition to this Choo-Choo squad who will next hit. It'll be none other than Callie Green, the junior, the rising senior, I should say, from Bryan College, who will hit next. But for Demers, now a 1-2 count. Skies this one over to the second base side. Hubush is there in shallow right field for out number 1. One down here now in this bottom of the second inning, I should say. Ariana Clark has already put the Choo-Choos on the board with a monster moonshot to left. And now it brings up the newest addition to this Choo-Choo squad. Callie Green, the center fielder today, hitting in the 7 spot, will lay a bunt down right in front of the plate. It'll be a fair ball. Throw down to first is in time. Out number 2. Big collision there at first base as everyone collided with one another. The infield umpire ran into Hugh Bush. Green ran into McColl. An out will be recorded. As now Green just trying to make sure she's okay. And if you're the Choo-Choos, obviously you don't want to lose your newest addition on her first at-bat. As she now trots back to the dugout slowly here for the NAIA product from Bryan College. So first pitch, she lays down a bunt right in front of the plate. It's thrown out by the catcher, Cheney Peters, as now Leach comes up, the pitcher against Davis. First pitch swinging, hits it first base side. McColl will call off Hugh Bush for out number 3. Quick turnaround for Davis, gives up a solo home run on the second pitch of the inning. Only needs 6 to get the remaining 3 outs. We go to the top of the third. 1 hit, no errors, no runners get left on base. 1 run does score on the solo shot from Clark. We go to the top of the third. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. The Smokies will bring up 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Top of the third inning, 5-1. Now your score. The Choo-Choos get on the board with a solo shot from Clark. Now Leach trying to see if she can get through her third inning of work here, starting off against Amoria Burke, who drives this one to the left-hand side. Foul for 0-1. Burke came up first pitch swinging last time and put a single right back up the middle. She got stranded at second base last time she came up, but for the UAB product, the Rising Junior puts this one right center field. That ball's going to go all the way to the wall. It'll be extra bases for Burke. She'll stride into second base standing. Leadoff double for the UAB product. The Rising Junior gets a runner on to lead us off here in the top of the third. Burke now 2 for 2 for the day. Brings up Lauren Hubush, who already has an RBI single in this matchup. Hubush entered in on the day, a .306 average for her in a rain uniform. Sees the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Horner would hit next, who ended that top of the first inning, and when she flew out to foul ground her last time up. But for Hubush, an RBI single already today down the left field line. Next one's down and in for 1-1. When Hubush gets around on that ball, she has a tendency to just yank it down that left field line and find a lot of green grass. She did that last time. She'll do it again. Left field side gets through once more. Burke's going to try and score. Throw comes in quickly from Frazier. Demers cannot make the relay. 6-1 now your score as Hubush strides into second base. And still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. So it will be a single, and advancing on the throw is Hubush, an RBI again. Now it brings up Horner, drives this one, right center field. Robbie Van will chase it down. We'll see if Hubush tries and tags. She will not, one away. And now it brings up Kai Ricks. 6-1 now your score. Runner at second base in Hubush. Ricks. Already a single today on the infield side. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Ricks headed off to Troy University next year, the rising junior. From the University of South Carolina, one of the leading hitters this season, a .414 average, places her 7th this year as the next one stays out and away for 1-1. If you want to go off of qualified hitters, she's technically even higher on that list. She'd technically be in 5th. If you take off Fairs and Warren, who have not hit 15 games, this one's fouled off for 1-2. But of all players that have hit at least in 10 games this season, she sits 7th, .414 average, 10 RBIs, 24 hits. She sits just behind Reagan Wall. A .429 on-base percentage. Next one stays high. Ross able to come up and pick it. Throw it down to second. Not in time. Hubush is in safely. And now 2-2 the count to Ricks. Cassidy Ross behind the plate for the second time this season. The ultimate utility player has primarily been playing second, shortstop, third base, all the outfield positions. Next one stays down in the dirt, 3-2. She's been on the mound quite a bit this year as well. I think the only spot we really haven't seen her, I think we have seen her at first base as well, maybe for an inning. Now 3-2 to Ricks. Swung on and fouls it off once more, still 3-2. Pearl Davis would hit next. A ground out for her last time. Ricks a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. In that second inning, she came around when Padgett was able to drive her in. Pitch number 8 to Ricks. Up high in the zone, ball 4. And now runners at second and first with one away. Davis comes up for the second time today. Again, grounded out to the mound her last time up for the Chattanooga State Chattanooga State product. She's the first one down and in for a ball, 1-0. Hubush going to have the check down throw. She's in standing. She might have peed herself a little bit on that one as that one came in quickly on her at second base. But now Davis comes up, a .214 average for her. 4 RBIs on her 9 hits. Big swing and the miss to the next one. 1-1. Ball gets away from Ross on the swing. And now second and third with one away as both runners are able to advance on the pass ball. So for Davis on the year, when she's made contact, she swung fairly well. A .530 OPS, a solo home run, her lone extra baser. Next one stays high and away, 2-1. Had a lot of lineouts this year, a lot of hard hit balls to the outfield. Just not been always able to get on base. Next one hits it over to the left field side. It's foul, 2-2. Padgett will come up to hit next once more, so she will be officially in the 10 spot. We'll see if that stays the case, or if Josie Crossman might come in and hit for her later. We'll find out eventually, but Padgett will get a second time up to the bat. 2-2 to Davis. Hits it hard, right field side. It's foul once more. Still 2-2. As Cassidy Ross says, I did an umpire behind the plate, and I can agree why. She's the one that has to keep going and getting the new foul balls for Leach to have. We don't have a home plate umpire right now, unfortunately. We do have Smoky Mountain Rain head coach behind the mound at the current moment in McKenzie, but 2-2 now to Davis. Swung on third base side. It bounces off the runner. That will be a foul ball, I believe, is the call. That one, I think, went off of the shoelaces of Hubush. I think she's in foul ground. She's claiming she was in foul ground when that hit her. If she's in foul ground, that is a foul ball. If she was in fair territory, she's out. The discussion in the infield. The infield umpire is going to call her out, so it will be out at third base. So 2 away here, and she can't believe it. Poor Lauren Hubush. Oh, this top of the third inning's been chaotic. So Hugh Bush is called out at third as she is hit in fair ground by the line out. 2-2 to Davis, swung on and missed. Strike three. That will end the inning. Oh, goodness me. Nighttime action brings out the craziness, doesn't it? Bottom of the third inning, we go 6-1. Now your score, the Smokies lead. 2 hits and a walk. A run scores. A runner gets left stranded. We go to the bottom of the third inning. 6-1, the Smokies leader of the Choos. Choos trying to see if they can respond once more here. From Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the third inning, 6-1. Now your score. The Smokies lead by 5 again over the Choos as Robbie Van will see the first pitch out and away for ball 1. So Robbie Van comes up for the first time today. The 9-hole hitter, 1 and 2 will follow her up from Georgia Military College for the first time today. The right fielder has been primarily a pitcher for this Choos squad. Has played a lot of outfielders. Swung the bat well. She'll chop at shortstop side. Burke quickly to first in time. Out number 1. Brings up the top of the order for the second time today. Cassidy Ross, first pitch swinging last time. I got to be quick. She has a tendency to keep doing that if I want to get any information out to you all about her. Tonight's catcher, the utility player of all sorts, comes up. A 288 average for her. In her 19th game played, 9 RBIs and 19 hits. A 319 average. We'll see the first one inside for a strike 0-1. I think that's the first time in a long time we haven't seen Ross swing at the first pitch. And we get the home plate umpire. He's arrived here in the bottom of the third inning, and Matt can finally make it off the infield. And she has never been happier to leave a softball field, I'll tell you what. So bottom of the third inning, we got the home plate umpire back in now. Ross comes up for the second time today. So 1 out, nobody on after the ground out by Robbie Van of the second pitch of the inning. Cassidy Ross comes up second time today, lined out to left on the first pitch of the ball game, in that bottom of the first, I should say. But now Ross comes up a 319 average for a 667 OPS. 2 triples, the only one with multiple triples this year. No other extra base hits, funny enough for her. She'll foul this one off for 0-2. Ross, who's behind the plate today, has been on the mound, played all across the infield, played pretty much every outfield position as well. See the 0-2, swung on it, skies it, left center field side. Getting underneath it will be the outfielder in left, Shelby Allen, for out number 2. And now it brings up Anna Frazier, a single back up the middle her last time up. Comes up for the second time today, trying to extend this bottom of the third. Pearl Davis trying to make this a quick one. First pitch out and away for ball 1 to Frazier. Last time we saw her, funny enough, play for the Choos, she hit 2 home runs in her first and last at-bat. In that massive Choos victory a couple of days ago, she comes up for the second time today, already 1 for 1. Next pitch stays down low, 2-0. Christian Fowler would hit next, a hard line drive to right her last time up. Frazier hitting just over 300, a 400 on-base percentage. 2-0. Down and in for a strike, 2-1. Frazier, who actually started pitching as well, funny enough, for this Choos squad, has now become a primary part of the Smoky Mountain Rain pitching staff as that one stays down away for 3-1. Frazier on the year, an 878 OPS, 5 doubles and a home run to her name in a Rain uniform. 3 homers now on the year for her as she picks up those 2 with the Choos. 3-1, skies it foul, 3-2. Fowler would hit next if given the chance. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 outs for Anna Frazier. Pearl Davis trying to make this a clean bottom of the 3rd inning. 3-2. Swung on and hammered out towards left center field. Kai Ricks goes back to the wall. She's at the fence for out number 3. We go to the top of the 4th inning. No hits, no runs, nobody left on base, no errors made. No one is able to reach first. Pearl Davis gets through her first clean inning without anybody reaching. 6-1 your score. The Choos still find themselves down to the Smokies here as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 4th inning here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. In the Scenic City Collegiate League, 6-1 your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos. Josie Crossman will come up for the first time today after getting pinch hit for Paget, her first time up. A couple of changes now for the field here for the Choos. Leach's night comes to a close. Frankie Martins will now head out to the mound as Leach's night comes to a close at 3 innings pitched, gives up all 6 runs as Crossman, first pitch swinging, goes to second base, gets through Strickland and out to the outfield. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Crossman's got a chance for 3. She's going to make it in standing. A leadoff kind of triple for Josie Crossman. Puts a runner on with nobody out. So Strickland has to take a very awkward bounce on her. So it will be labeled as 1, and now Shelby Allen comes up for the 3rd time today. Fouls this one off for 0-1. So Crossman hits one to the second base side. Strickland just has it kind of taken a weird bounce past her. Ends up in left center or right center field. Ross had to try and track it down. By then, Crossman had already crossed second base and was headed for 3rd. As Allen sees this one go all the way to the backstop, 1-1. As I still was trying to get through all the new changes. That's the big thing as well. Cassidy Ross now goes from behind the plate. She's now in center field. Ariana Clark now moves from the DP to behind the plate. Callie Green moves from center field to first base. Mandy Ray Leach now moves from the mound out to right. Robbie Van now from right field goes to the DPs. The next one stays out and away for 2-1. And Frankie Martins now moves from first base to the mound. So Crossman, first pitch swinging against Martins, hits it hard to the second base side and gets through for a triple. Allen now fouls this one off for 2-2. Allen already 1 for 1 today with a walk and a single. A stolen base and a run scored for her. Now has a chance to see if she can drive in Crossman here. So the next one outside for a strike called. Strike 3, 1 away. Allen goes down on strikes for the first time this evening. And now it brings up Tatum McCool, already a home run for her today. A 2-run shot in that second inning. First pitch out and away for ball 1. So again, Leach's day comes to a close. She gets through 3 innings, has given up all 6 runs. So far in this contest against the Smokies, as McCool fouls this one off for 1-1. But Leach again goes 3 innings, gives up 10 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. She walks 3 and strikes out 1. She throws 56 pitches, and the 19 batters she faces. Next one called a strike, 1-2. One out, runner at third. As the new pitcher, Frankie Martin's trying to see what she can do here. Next pitch. Out and away, goes to the backstop, 2-2. Second time now we've actually seen that here in the inning against Frankie Martin's. She's trying to settle in here now as she goes for her first inning of work. Coming over from first base. The 2-2 now to McCool. Swung on its skies at deep right center field. Back to back for Tatum McCool. And an 8-1 lead for the Smokies. McCool, another home run. Second 2-run shot of the evening. As she now collects home run number 5, RBI number 19 and 20. She is now the 3rd player this year to hit the 20 RBI mark, behind Lindsey Henson and Abby Bunn, trying to see if she can catch up to Henson. As Peters comes up for the 3rd time today, a double and a double play against her. First pitch up and away for a ball, 1-0. So McCool was aiming to see if she could just drive in the runner at third. Instead, she drives in herself again with another 2-run blast. Second time to right center for her today. Now Peters skies this one. Shallow right field. Strickland trying to race it down in right field. Got a piece of it. It's a fair ball. Here's a chance for Peters for extra bases. She'll make it into second base standing. Second double of the day for Peters. And our runner on with 1 away. Now it brings up Lund, who flew out to right fielder last time up, scored a RBI single, brought in McCool in that first inning, and then came around to score herself. First pitch to her is out fried for a strike, 0-1. So Lund, the Charlotte U product, headed off to the Eastern Carolina University next year, the soon-to-be Pirate. 323 average for a 512 on-base percentage, a 1254 OPS. She'll foul this one off for 0-2. One of the best OPSs this year, on base plus slugging percentages. She sits 5th, a double and 4 home runs for her this year. 14 RBIs to her name. 0-2 from Martins. Down and called, strike 3, 2 away. Second strikeout of the inning for Martins. And now 2 away for Maria Burke, who's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double. First pitch to her, skies it down the right field line. Leach trying to be there in foul ground, will not get there in time, 0-1. Burke hit her second double of the year in that 3rd inning. She came around to score as well during that second frame on the single from Hubush. But Burke now a 793 OPS entering in on the day. Fouls this one off once more, 0-2. It's the primarily shortstop who's played mostly that middle infield position. She's one of 2 players this year with a home run, a double, and a triple. The next one stays high, 1-2. The only other batter to do so this year is Christian Fowler, funny enough, of the Choos. Burke had one of a kind of each, now has 2 doubles on the year, a 367 on-base percentage with her 315 average. Only 6 RBIs on the season for her. Now drives this one. This one goes deep to right center field. Another home run for the Smokies, and Burke for the 2nd time this year. 10-1 now your score. 4 runs have come around for the Smokies here in the top of the fourth. Second 2-run shot. And Burke now 3 for 3. As it brings up Lauren Hubush for the third time today. 2 singles already for her. Both of them have drove in runs. This time she doesn't have anybody to drive in, but comes up now for the third time. 10-1 now your score. The Smokies, who have had the best offense this year, are showing it once again. Hubush out towards right center field. Strickland, her Rain teammate, will make out number 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Smokies now lead 10-1. 4 hits, no errors, nobody gets left on base. A couple of 2-run homers have given the Smokies a 9-run lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Choos come back up to hit. Bottom of the fourth inning, 10-1 your score. Smokies lead over the Choos here as Pearl Davis trying to see if she can get through 4 clean. It'll be Christian Fowler coming up for the second time today. Sees the first one out and away for ball 1. Fowler took a hard line drive to right field her last time up. Comes up now for the second time today. Now drives this one right field side once more. It'll be foul for 1-1. Fowler tonight shortstop. Been one of the more clutch hitters this year for the Choos. Leads the team in 2-out RBIs with 6 on the year. She has 15 on the season. Next one out and away, 2-1. Fowler, the utility player as well. Been one of the leading RBI bringers this season, specifically for the Choos. 15 on the year, hits this one third base side. Lund got a piece of it, it bounces away from her. It'll be a runner reaching, and Fowler. We'll see if that'll be labeled as an error or a single. It will be an error. Fowler reaches for the first time today as Lund got a piece of it off the glove and just couldn't hang on. And now it brings up Macy Strickland for the second time today. Strickland comes up, struck out looking her last time. Excuse me. Takes a hard hack at this one, hits it out to shallow left center field. Burke is there for out number 1. Got that one off the end of the barrel and just kind of flaunted it out there to left center. Couldn't get it very far, unfortunately for her. But now it brings up Ariana Clark, a solo home run, the lone run scored by the Choos for her already today. First pitch outside for a ball, throw down to first, not in time. It's Clark again, 1 for 1 now behind the plate. One of the best hitters for this Choos squad. 12 RBIs now in the year for her. She'll sky this one now out to right field. Horner will get underneath it for out number 2. So now 2 outs for Riley Demers. With a runner on here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 10-1 your score. The Smokies now lead by 9. As Riley Demers, a .229 hitter entering in on the day, 10 RBIs. Sees the first one outside and away for ball 1. Demers a .373 on-base percentage, .769 OPS, 2 doubles and 2 home runs for her this year. Sees this one down low in the dirt for 2-0. Fowler stays put. The runner at first with great speed on the base paths. Given the chance, they bring up Callie Green, who grounded out to the catcher her last time on the first pitch bunt attempt. 2-0 to Demers. Hit hard down the right field or left field side for a foul ball. 2-1. For Demers, 229 average. A couple of two-run homers for her this year. Again, 11 RBIs. It's going to be 10 RBIs, I should say. Sits her tied for 14th this year. Sits alongside Brianna Warren, J.C. Holt, Deanna Cunningham, and Kai Ricks. Next one skies it foul once more. 2-2. Demers trying to keep this inning alive. Fowler at first. 2 outs. The 2-2 from Davis. Out and away. 3-2. Davis trying to see if she can get through a second clean frame here. Even with the allowed runner on the air. Trying to see if she can get through yet another clean frame. Has only given up 2 hits today. Next pitch, drives Riley Demers down the left field line. It's foul by about a foot. Oh, goodness. Riley Demers would have had a 2-run shot. That thing just hooked foul. It cleared the fence. She was hoping to maybe hear a ping of the foul pole. But it just hooks at the last second. And still 3-2 the count against Demers. Would have been the second home run of the game for the Choos. 3-2 to Demers. Swung on, chops it, shortstop side. Burks got it to first in time for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th inning. No hits, 1 error, a runner left stranded. No one able to come around and score for the Choos. Still 10-1. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Choos head back out to the field. Top of the 5th inning here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 7, 8, 9 come up to the plate here as we just stroll past the 9 o'clock time here on the east side. First pitch to Horner, hit softly, left field side, trying to be there as Fowler. She'll make the grab for round number 1. So first pitch swinging from Horner. Flies out just behind that third base bag. Now brings up Kai Ricks, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk already today. A stolen base and a run scored. One of the best hitters this season. 7th this year in average. If you include players that are hitting in more than 15 games, she now lays a perfect one down the first base side. An infield single again for Kai Ricks. As the lightning bolt continues to flash here. Another infield hit. 2 for 2 on the day. Collects yet another single, and now it brings up Pearl Davis. Ricks now takes first place in hits as Davis hits this one foul for 0-1. Ricks now up to 26 hits. I know it won't be officially on the stat sheet, but she now has 26 hits on the year. As Ricks now 2 for 2 on the day. Reached on a walk as well. Next pitch to Pearl Davis. Inside first strike, 0-2. Davis 0 for 2 on the evening. A strikeout and a ground out to the mound. As the lights start to shine here in this evening time. Second evening matchup we've had this season here at the SCCL. Last time it was last Monday between the Bandits and the Rain. Next one stays in the dirt for 1 and 2. As we stroll through to the back half of the season, Smokies have officially clinched that top spot in the standings, of course. Have gone 7 and 3 in their last 10. They've been one of the more explosive teams this year. Next one stays down low 2 and 2. And for good reason. Of course, for this Smokies squad entering in on the day, 128 runs scored, the most out of anybody by 21. They have the best run differential at 27. As now Davis hard to shortstop. Fowler's got it back to first. Not in time, but another out by Fowler. Now 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Ooh, that one almost took off her glove there at shortstop. Pearl Davis with an absolute missile. But now it brings up Crossman for the second time today. A triple and a run scored her last time up. Was the first batter that Martin saw. She'll put this one in the dirt for ball 1 and a stolen base for Kai Ricks as she gets in with no throw. Another stolen base now. The speedy runner puts her at second. As for mentioning as well earlier with the Smokies, they've given up 101 runs. Technically, they have given up at the moment, as the next one stays out and away for 2-0, the least amount of runs out of anybody this season. If the score stays what it is, and they give up no more runs, they will have given up 102 runs. That would be the least amount just ahead of the Bandits. The next one stays inside 3-0. Again, best run differential out of anybody. They now are up to 138 runs scored, 102 against. Most runs and least given up. They've been one of the best teams for a reason at 12 and 6. Next one outside and away for ball 4. Crossman reaches for the second time today. And now second and first with 2 away. Brings back up the top of the order, Shelby Allen. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single, a walk as well. She has a stolen base to her name and a run scored. Now has runners on with 2 away. Martin's trying to get out of this 5th inning without any damage attached. First pitch outside and away for ball 1. Kai was looking to see if she could scurry to third, but Clark with the outside pitch able to keep an eye on her. Martin's trying to make it through her second inning of work here. 1-0 to Shelby Allen. On the outer half for a strike, 1-1. Tatum McCool would hit next. Already a pair of 2-run homers today. Already has almost half the runs scored by the Smokies. Next one, Allen in the dirt, 2-1. Shelby Allen headed off to Austin Peay next year. The 3-year member of Southern Miss. Rising senior from Plant City, Florida. 2-1 fouls it off for 2-2. Allen, who has had the most amount of putouts this year by the Smokies, comes up once again. Sits 9th this year and average a 407 for her. That number will stay that way as she is 1 for 2 on the day, seeing if maybe she can ante it up here on the 2-2, and she'll foul it off once more. Allen as well, 407 average, 8 RBIs, 22 hits, now 23 if you include today. Just short of a 460 on-base percentage, an 885 OPS. A double is her lone extra base hit. But now she'll sky this one foul once more, still 2-2. 7-pitch at bat now for Shelby Allen. Looking to see if she can maybe bring up Tatum McCool. Runners at second and first with 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Martin's trying to get out of it with no runs attached. 2-2. Stays high, 3-2. As the Hooker, Oklahoma native on the mound now, the Dodge City Community College member. Trying to get through her second inning of work. Pitch number 9. Skies this one foul to the left-hand side. And out of play once more. Ricks and Crossman on the move here on this next pitch once again. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and first. 10-1 your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos here in the top of the fifth. Frankie Martin's trying to see if she can get through this fifth inning cleanly. Shelby Allen trying to add on another inning of runs. Pitch number 10 on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Martins gets out of it. Second strikeout by Allen. And the third one for Martins now on the day as we go to the bottom of the fifth. One hit, one walk, no errors made. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning as two runners get left stranded. 10-1 your score. First inning, the Smokies have not found an inning of runs. The Choos will now come up to hit. 7, 8, and 9 will come up next for the Choos. We'll see if Pearl Davis has got a fifth inning of work in her in just a moment. Here from Andy Greenmund Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. I believe we will see Davis get another inning. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the fifth inning, 10-1 your score. Smokies still lead by 9 as we go now to the bottom of the fifth inning. Pearl Davis's night is done. She'll be replaced by Josie Crossman now on the mound. Davis goes 4 innings, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. It's an earned run. That solo shot by Clark. Walks none and strikes out 1. She had a beautiful outing here this evening, as now it'll be for the first or second time today, Kylie Green who comes up. Sees the first pitch up high for ball 1. So Callie Green, for the second time this year, comes up, the Dunlap, Tennessee native, the rising senior at the NIA institution of Bryan College. Drives this one out towards shallow left center field. Burke got a tip of it but couldn't hang on. It'll be a single in the leadoff spot. And Green gets on for the first time tonight. And her first hit of this FCCL season. And now it brings up Mandy Ray Leach as Crossman comes in and gives up a leadoff single. The rising senior who spent the last 3 years at Bryan College. First pitch to Leach on the outer side. First strike, 0-1. So Leach, the new right fielder, started today on the mound. Comes up for the second time. She flew out to first base her last time up. Takes a swing at the next one. Hits it. First base side. Picked up by the second baseman instead. Hubush tosses the first for out number 1. Green is able to advance to second base. Now 1 out with a runner in scoring position for Robbie Van, who grounded out to shortstop her last time up. So Van comes up to the plate once more. Hitting a .294 now on the season. 35 plate appearances for her, 4 RBIs and 10 hits. Now chops this one foul for 0-1. Van, the Georgia Military College product. Grounded out to shortstop her last time up. A .667 OPS, 2 doubles to her name this year. She's starting off 0-4-9 to start the year. She has been able to hit the ball fairly well. Now third base side, Lund gets it past her. It ends up in left field. Robbie Van will reach. A little miscommunication puts runners at second and first with 1 away. Lund got a tip of it trying to make the play. It got away from Burke. It will be labeled as a single, and that is kind of the right call because Lund was trying to make the play, just didn't get enough of it, and it bounced away from Burke. It's just an unfortunate bounce as the first pitch to Ross is down and away for ball 1. So Ross comes up for the third time today. Both times has gone to left field with the out, a line out and a fly out. See the 1-0 and fouled off now 2-0. Or excuse me, 1-1. I don't know where I got 2-0 from. Don't worry about it. It's late in the evening. We're used to waking up at 6:30 in the morning to get out here and play softball at 9 a.m. We're not used to this whole late night thing. Now, second and first with one away for Ross. The catcher now in center field. Next one out and away for 2-1. There's the second ball. That I magically made up just a pitch ago. But for Ross now, the University of West Georgia product, the Division I school. Sees the 2-1, hits it, second base side. Hubush has got it for out number 2. Runners scurry back in time. No one will get caught up. And now it brings up Anna Frazier, 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout to left center field. Comes up for the second time today. Or excuse me, third time today. Don't know where I got the second time. I'm all messed up with my numbers, but that's okay. Next pitch to Frazier, down in the dirt for ball 1. So for Frazier, the left fielder today, the utility players mostly played the corner infield spots for the Reign, has played a little bit of second base as well. Has got the outfield corners down under her belt also from Supply, North Carolina. Outside for a strike, 1-1. So Frazier, who spent the last 2 years at Greensboro College, the D3 product, spent her freshman year at Guilford College, the rising senior. Sees the next one down and away for a strike, 1-2. Frazier last year played in 42 games, had 16 extra base hits and 18 stolen bases. She walked 20 times and only struck out 9. 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. And there's a reason for it. Again, a 400 on-base percentage entering in today. Last year, she also pitched 20 times, made 16 starts, and went 9-5. D3 product trying to continue her Division III career. Takes a check swing. Did she go around? She did. Or did she not? So did not go around, I guess. So 3-2. He made the showing. So 3-2 now the count to Frazier. Did not go around. Next pitch hits it. Shortstop side. Burt got it to first in time for out number 3. And that one, the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 hits. No errors, 2 runners get left on base. No one able to come around and score. We go to the top of the 6th. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Smokies come back up to hit. Top of the 6th inning, 10-1. Now your score. The Smokies still lead by 9 over the Choos. Tatum McCool will come up 2, 3, and 4 in the order here for the Smokies. Frankie Martins will try and go another inning of work here. Tatum McCool, 2 for 2. 4 RBIs thanks to 2 2-run homers and a walk to her name. She'll hit this one second base side. Got a piece of it with Strickland. It bounces into right field. McCool will be on with a single as Strickland made the hard hustle play but just couldn't hang on to it. And now McCool is 3 for 3 and reaches for the 4th time today. Now attention comes to Macy Strickland at second. That one caught her up around the cheek area. It may have got her around the nose. She looks to be okay. That's a good sign. That one caught her up around that cheek area. She got a piece of the glove on it, but just couldn't keep it all in the glove. So McCool reaches for the 4th time today with a leadoff single. Now it brings up Peters, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and a run scored. As Strickland gets cared after here for the moment over at that second base side. She seems to be okay. Demers gives her a fist bump as well to make sure. As now Peters comes up to the plate once more. A .326 average for her entering in on the day. Game 15 now under her belt. 7 RBIs, a .367 on-base percentage. 759 OPS. She's going to make it even higher. Here she goes to left field. Goodbye. Another 2-run shot for the Smokies and a 12-1 lead. The row machine continues for the Smokies. Peters to left center field. First home run of the season. RBI's number 8 and 9. She's now 3 for 4. And a 12-1 lead. As it brings up Addison Lund, 1 for 3. An RBI single her first time up. She went down on strikes her last time looking. As the Smokies lineup continues to rack up the offense. First pitch for Martins is down in the zone for 1-0. So Lund from Appleton, Wisconsin, the furthest north you can get here in the SCCL. Spent last year at Charlotte, now sees this one inside for a ball, 2-0. Tonight's third baseman has played a lot of catcher as well. Primary position is there, but from Anisha High School, we'll see the next one outside for 3-0. Maury Burke will come up next. A home run, a double, and a single for her. You know what she's missing. I'm not going to say it out loud, obviously, but you know. But now for Lund at the plate. 3-0. Outside, ball 4. Runner makes it on once again. Now with nobody out, Lund reaches first. Second time she's got on today, and now it brings up Burke. 3 for 3. A single, a double, and a home run. A 2-run shot of her own. Comes up for the 4th time today. And an opportunity for her. First one out and away for a strike, 0-1. For the Boaz, Alabama native. From the University of Alabama, Birmingham, the Trailblazer. Sees this one outside and away, now 1-1. For Burke, again from Boaz, Alabama, attended Boaz High School. She had been playing varsity softball since 8th grade, and since her sophomore year, she had hit higher than .515 each season. Next one bounces in the dirt for 2-1. Last year, did not get to play in any games for UAB. Appeared in 2 matches in that freshman season. She was a first-team All-State, though, at Boaz in her junior year. Now sees this one in the dirt once more, 3-1. Lauren Hubush will hit next. 2 for 2 with 2 singles, both brought in an RBI. And a fly out to second her last time up makes her 2 for 3. 3-1 to Burke. Up in the zone, ball 4. Back-to-back walks, puts runners at second and first. And unfortunately, that's going to erase the chance for the cycle possibly for Burke unless she gets to come up in the 7th. So Martin's now just trying to get through this 3rd inning of work for her. She's made it through 2. But I gave up a single home run and now back-to-back walks. It brings up Hubush. Outside for a strike, 0-1. Hubush, the second baseman. Again, 2 singles on the day. It's not made it past third base though. She got that offensive interference call against her last time. Now she drives this one towards left field. Anna Frazier's there for out number 1. Now it brings up Mario Horner. One of 2 players today without a hit for this Smokies squad. The other one is Pearl Davis. Horner has flown out in foul ground to third, a fly out to right, and a fly out to short behind third base. Now has runners on with 1 away. See this first pitch down and in for a ball, 1-0. Horner from Miamisburg, Ohio. One of the 4 northernmost players in the Scenic City Collegiate League. The only other 2 that have her beat are the Smoky Mountain Rain duo of Alyssa Balcom and Marana Smith, as this one stays high and away, 2-0. Smith and Balcom both from Michigan, and of course, again, Addison Lund now at second base from Appleton, Wisconsin, as north as you can pretty much get. 2-0 to Horner. Down and away for a strike, 2-1. The right fielder who started her collegiate career in JUCO, started off at Clark State. Spent her last college season at Shawnee State, the NAIA school. Now hits this one hard, foul, just down that third base line. Just missed that third base bag by about a little under a foot. As Martin's now trying to get out of this sixth inning. 2-2 now, the count to Horner, trying to look for her first time up, or first time getting on, I should say. The 2-2 swung on and drives it out towards left field. Back to the wall it goes. Another home run for the Smokies. A 3-run shot for Horner and a 15-1 lead. Horner's first home run, or first hit of the day, is a 3-run shot. We're going to see some changes now for the Choos. Or at least I think we will. I think that's going to be the case. Horner with yet another home run. She already entered in on the day with 5 to her name. She now has number 6 on the season. We'll now have Callie Green head out to the mound. So Martins will head back to first base. Callie Green will now head out to the mound here in the top of the 6th. She does have pitching experience. I haven't really gotten the chance to talk about her too much, but Martin's night now comes to a close. She goes 2 1/3 inning of work. Callie Green now heads back over from first base. Start of the day in center. Moves to first now, moves to the mound for the first time tonight. As the Smokies have now put up 18 hits and 15 runs. Martins goes 2 1/3. Faces off against 18 batters. She strikes out 3, walks 3. Gives up 8 hits and 9 runs. All of them earned, and now it brings up Green for the first time today. She'll make her first appearance here for this Choo-Choo squad. Again, the rising senior from Bryan College, the NAIA school. Funny enough, competed against Tatum Massengale of the Bandits. But from Dunlap, Tennessee, comes up now on the mound as Horner has now unloaded the bases. Another home run. Five homers now for this Smokies offense as they lead 15-1. But now for Callie Green, she comes up once more. This time on the mound for the first time this year. Last season, made 5 appearances on the mound, went a 2.33 ERA. Did have a loss in those 9 innings, but was fairly solid. Only gave up 3 runs. Struck out 5 and only walked 1. Career totals, she's gotten better every year on the mound. She now comes up with 1 out and faces off against Kai Ricks, who will foul this first one off for 0-1. So Martin's back to first. Callie Green will trade places with her now on the mound at 15-1. The Smokies have blown this one open. As now Ricks hits it first base side and gets past Martins and into right field. Will go all the way to the corner. This is a chance for a triple now for Ricks. She almost takes in the outfield umpire as now she'll make it into third base standing. She almost takes out the umpire, and a standing triple for Kai Ricks. Holy smoke, she was flying around the base paths and almost takes out Blue in the infield. Ricks now 3 for 3. She has reached 4 times today. And a triple now puts her on. And now Alorja Padgett comes up for the second time today. So Paget already an RBI single. She'll sky this one out to deep center field. Underneath it's the center fielder Ross. Tag up will be Ricks. 2 outs and Ricks will score. A good throw will not be in time. 16-1 now your score. And 2 RBIs on the day for Paget. Now it brings up Crossman. As Pearl Davis gets subbed out there for the moment with Paget. First pitch down and away for a ball, now to Crossman, 1-0. Crossman now 1 for 1 with a triple and a walk today. Fouls this one off, 1-1. A 6-run top of the 6th inning has given the Smokies a monstrous lead here on this evening. As they have stomped their way through most of the competition in terms of runs scored. This one stays inside for a ball, 2-1. And they are showing why they've been one of the best teams, if not the best team this season. Again, 12-6 record entering in on the day. Most runs scored, least amount of runs given up. And now Crossman to second base, knocked down by Strickland to first in time. And that will end the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4 hits, a couple of walks, no errors made. 6 runs come around to score. No one gets left on base. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 16-1 your score. The Smokies have just blown the doors off this one. Choos will come up to hit here in just a moment. From Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th inning, 16-1 your score. Choos come back up to hit. The first pitch is outside to Fowler for 1-0. Fowler technically on the day 0 for 2. She reached on an error her last time up. Comes up for the 3rd time today. One of the lead hitters for this Choos squad. Next one stays high for 2-0 as Josie Crossman trying to work another inning here. So now for Fowler, drives this one over to the left field side, all the way back. Ellen goes, she'll make the grab for out number 1. Shelby Allen able to have to track that one quickly. It was flying over her head and able to just reach up and make the grab. Now it brings up Strickland with 1 away. So now Macy Strickland 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out and a strikeout looking. Takes the first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. For the Dallas, Georgia native coming to the plate. Entered in on the day in a Rain uniform as one of the leading hitters as well. A .348 average. Next one's called a strike, 1-1. 4-game hitting streak came to an end earlier today with the rain, but over that time was hitting over 500, a .571 average for her. Again, .348 on the year, 9 RBIs, 16 hits, and a .407 on-base percentage. Next one on the outer half for a strike, 1-2. For Strickland as well, .929 OPS, her 6 doubles rank her top 2 this year. She is tied with Ella Grace Harvey for 3rd. Ella Fox and Alyssa Balcom both have 8. They stand atop. Next one out and away, 2-2. Strickland also has a triple this year. The only thing she doesn't have is a home run in terms of extra bases. She would join that exclusive 3-player club possibly if given the chance. Now the 2-2 from Crossman. Swung on its skies, it out to right field. This might be the one. Horner's there, though, for out number 2. And I jinxed her. A good hard swing out to right field. Horner had to back up to the wall, but able to make the grab with about a foot of room to make. And now Ariana Clark, 1 for 2 with the lone run for the Choos, comes to the plate. So for the Gannon University commit, the Division II school up in Erie will now take a big hack at the high fastball for 0-1. Clark again from Arlington, Virginia. Headed off to the D2 school. Next year, the rising freshman played at Bishop O'Connell High School last year. Takes a big swing at the off-speed for 0-2. Flew out to right field her last time up. Drove probably one of the hardest and furthest hit home runs this year out to right or left center field and onto the hillside her last time. It's cleared the scoreboard. Now sees the 0-2 and fouls it off to stay alive. A little frustration there. I don't think she wanted to chase it that one, but she got a piece of it at least to keep alive. 2 outs, nobody on. Crossman trying to see if she can get through her 3rd inning of work here. Excuse me, her 2nd inning, I should say. 0-2, down away, 1-2. Crossman now just trying to see if she can get through this bottom of the 6th. Has already picked up 2. Trying to see if she can get her 2nd inning of work down. 1-2 bounces in the dirt for 2-2. Clark's not one to go down easily. We'll bring up Riley Demers possibly next. 0 for 2 with a fly out to 2nd and a ground out to short. Her 2 times up. 2-2 from the lefty. Swung on it, skies it out towards shallow center field. Burke is there for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 7th. No hits, no runs, no errors. No one gets left on base. We go to the top of the 7th inning. For Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, we'll see if Callie Green will go for another inning of work here in just a moment. Here in the Scenic City Collegiate League, Smokies lead over the Choos 16-1 here in the evening matchup on day 19. We'll be right back for this quick break. Top of the 7th inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. In the Scenic City Collegiate League here in the nighttime matchup between the Smokies and the Choos. 16-1 your score. The Smokies have found their hitting shoes this evening, to put it lightly. 19 hits for them this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. It still is evening. It's not the afternoon. The sun is nowhere near in the sky, Mason. It's okay. As we cross the 9:30 mark, Shelby Allen comes up and hits it first base side. Martin's got a piece of it trying to apply the tag. She could not get it on. An infield single. And Shelby Allen's on for the 3rd time today. Leadoff single for Allen as Martin's got a piece of it but could not hang on. Now 2 for 4, has reached 3 times. Now it brings up Tatum McCool, who has reached all 4 times she's come up to the plate. It's the Jacksonville rising redshirt sophomore, I should say, See the first pitch down and away, gets away from Clark. Allen will get into second base standing. So pass ball as that one gets away from Clark down and away. Now Allen in scoring position for McCool, who already has a couple of two-run homers this evening. 20 RBIs on the year for the redshirt sophomore out of St. Augustine, Florida. Down and away once more. This one bounces to the backstop, 2-0, and Allen advances to third. This time it's going to be a wild pitch. As Callie Green now trying to just settle in here on the mound. Playing in her first game in a Choos uniform, first game in the Scenic City Collegiate League. The rising senior again from Bryan College, the NAIA school. 2-0 sits down and away once more, now 3-0. Cole trying to see if she can reach for the 5th time today. Three-0 to McCool. Called a strike, 3-1. As the first baseman comes up once more. Again, had to burn her red shirt her freshman year after suffering a leg injury in her freshman season. Now drives this one out towards left field. Getting underneath it's Anna Frazier. She'll make the grab. Shelby Allen's going to try and tag up and score. She will, standing. 17-1 now your score. And one away here in the top of the 7th inning as Allen's able to come through. And another RBI for Tana McCool. 5 on the day. She technically stays a perfect 1,000 at the plate. As it now brings up Peters, 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a home run, her first of the year. Takes the first pitch up in the zone, foul tipped for strike 1. So for Peters coming up, and the rising sophomore transferring from the University of Illinois to Jacksonville State. Now skies this one to the right-hand side, foul for 0-2. Soon-to-be Gamecock from Trussville, Alabama. She played flag football and JV volleyball at Hewitt Trussville High School. She won a state title, funny enough, in 2021 with that flag football team. Now hits this one, third base side. Demers has got it to first in time for out number 2. Now brings up Addison Lund. 1 for 3 with an RBI single, a walk to her name. She came around to score on that three-run Horner homer. Now comes up with 2 outs and swings to the first pitch for strike 1. So Addison Lund comes up once again, 5th appearance at the plate today. Has been at third base all game long. She's been mostly trading places with the plate with Cheney Peters and Abby Bunt as that one stays high for 1-1. But today has spent every inning at third base. We'll see if that stays the same when we go to the bottom of the 7th. But one now trying to extend this inning. Next one stays out and away, 2-1. If she's able to do so, and Maria Burke would hit next, she has reached all 4 times. She is 3 for 3 with a single, double, and a home run and a walk. You know what that means possibly for Burke. The 2-1 to Lund. Let it stay inside, 2-2. Keep this top of the 7th running. Run has already scored on the sac fly from McCool. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The Choo-Choos get out of it here. First strikeout of the evening for Green. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. 1 hit, 1 run scores. Nobody gets left on base. No errors made. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 17-1. The Smokies again have found their hitting shoes here this evening. Choo-Choos will come up one more time as 6, 7, and 8 will head up to the plate. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenman Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th inning, a 17-1 your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos here in the evening matchup on day 19 of this Scenic City Collegiate League season. Maria Horner now steps out to the mound to face off against Demers and will throw the first pitch high for ball 1. Josie Crossman will trade places with her. She is now in right field. Again, 6, 7, and 8 will come up to the bat here. Riley Demers, Green, and Leach will head up. As Green's night comes to a close, as the next pitch stays out and away, 2-0 now for Demers as Green's night comes to a close at an inning and 2/3 of work. Strikes out 1, walks nobody, gives up 2 hits and 2 runs, both of them earned. As now Demers skies this one straight up into the air. Horner will try and make the catch instead. McColl calls her off and is able to hold on. She almost overran it. But now 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Whew, she came in with a head full of steam there to the mound and almost took out everybody, but now it brings up Green for the 3rd time today. 1 for 2 with a single already for her. As Horner now comes in, Josie Crossman night comes to a close at 2 innings pitched, gives up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts for her. As now Green hits it, shortstop side. Burke's got it to first in time, 2 away. And now 2 outs here, brings up Leach. 0 for 2 with a fly out to the mound and a ground out to second, her 2 times up today. Looking to see if she can get Robbie Van at least 1 more at bat. First pitch outside from Horner for 1-0. Leach 0 for 2 for the Mississippi native, the rising junior who started the day on the mound. She'll foul this one off for 1-1. For Amanda Ray Leach again from Newton, Mississippi. Spent the last 2 years at East Central Community College. Last year played in 14 games on the mound, had 3 starts, threw 34 and a 3rd inning of work. Struck out 18 and threw a complete game no-hitter against Itawamba on March 22nd. 1-1 stays out and away, 2-1. She did not play her freshman year, but did so, of course, last year. Getting a 3.87 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP. She did go 1 and 4 in her 3 starts. Or excuse me, in her 14 appearances, she had 3 starts and went 1 and 4 record-wise. That one stays outside for 3-1. Record doesn't always mean everything, especially as a reliever. She was very reliable outside of that. Now 3-1. Hits it right back up the middle. Diving for it. Can't get there. It's Hubush. And a single for Leach. Gets a runner on with 2 outs. And the first hit here for the night now for Leach. Brings up Robbie Van. A single already for her today and a ground out to short for the Georgia Military College product. Rising junior from Baconton, Georgia. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. 5th hit of the night now for the Choo-Choos as Leach will get a pinch runner and Fowler. So Leach able to get the single. Now Robbie Van again, 1 for 2 already tonight. Comes up for the 3rd time. Takes the next one outside on the swing. Called for a strike, 1-1. So Van, who started her JUCO career at Coastal Alabama Community College, the rising junior now, played last year at Georgia Military College, looking to extend her collegiate career, will foul this one off for 1-2. Went 2 and 4 last year over 5 starts, had 19 appearances, 2 saves, and 3 complete games to her name, 62 and a 3rd inning of work with a 2.25 ERA. She struck out 37 and only walked 8. Now the 1-2 to her. Hits it to the second base side. Picked up by Hubush. Bobbles it. The runners are safe. And now second and first with 2 away. As Hubush just trying to make the quick shuffle to second. Instead just bobbles it away. And the inning continues here in the bottom of the 7th. So it will be labeled as an error. And now it brings up Ross for the 4th time. 0 for 3 with 2 lineouts, hits it back up the middle. Now Hubush trying to see if she can record the final out. She can. The runner will break for the plate, and Fowler, she's not in time. And that will end the ball game. A bang-bang play at the plate. Ross does get the hit, but that will end it here. 17-1 the final. The Smokies put on a show in terms of offense. They collect 20 hits on the day, 17 runs for them. The Choos put up a run on 6 hits as Horner is able to go that final frame. Gives up 2 hits on the 5 batters she faces. She throws 14 pitches. Strikes out none, gives up no walks, and of course gives up no hits no runs. As that will end it here. Pearl Davis will take the victory here tonight. 4 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, a solo home run to Clark. The only run she gives up, a strikeout. The only one of the ball game. Leach will take the loss. She goes 3 innings, gives up 10 hits, 6 runs, walks 3, all those runs earned, and a strikeout. Frankie Martins then comes in, goes 2 1/3, gives up 8 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned as well. As Martins, again, 2/3, 8 hits, 9 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Kayla Green comes in, goes an inning and 2/3 in her first appearance on the mound, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of those earns, and a strikeout. As Crossman comes in relief of Davis, goes 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no hits, no walks. Horner comes in, throws an inning, gives up 2 hits as well, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. As that will end it here, a monster showing for the Smokies. 3 for 3 on the day was McCole, 4 runs, 5 RBIs. Peters goes 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Burke goes 3 for 3, reaches 4 times on the day. 2 RBIs for her. Horner with 3 RBIs. Ricks goes 3 for 3. 5 home runs in the day. 3 doubles and 2 triples. That is 10 extra base hits for the Smokies as they get themselves back in the win column once more. 13-6 on the year. Choos now sit tied for 3rd with the Smoky Mountain Rain. They have the run differential against them, though, which technically places them 4th. But that will go and end it here. We'll have the day off tomorrow. We come back on Wednesday, July the 9th. Smokies take on the Bandits for the battle of 1st and 2nd at 9 a.m. Rain and Choos will battle out for 3rd in the back half, as that'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more, and I hope to see you all on Wednesday when the Scenic City Collegiate League will continue on that matchup. We'll be right back on Wednesday once more. 9 a.m. Smokies and Bandits. Rain and Choos at 11:30. Thank you everyone for tuning in once more. I hope to see you all on Wednesday, and have a safe rest of your evening.